People generally move to Fort Collins overwhelmingly for the lifestyle design choice that Fort Collins really emphasizes. Living outdoors, spending time mountain biking, hiking, being healthy, eating healthy, enjoying the brewery scene, riding bikes to and from work, to the breweries, and all over town. And a lot of families want the ability to have either the walkability or bikeability. So this last week, Monday through Friday, business week, I only rode my bike. Well, we only lived with one vehicle in the family. That's not because that my truck wasn't working. It was sitting there parked in the driveway, enticing me to get in every single morning. But we wanted to see what it was like living with only one vehicle in Fort Collins, Colorado. I journaled every day and I took notes about what I thought and what my feelings were about living in Fort Collins with just one vehicle. So that's today's video. We are going to take you on some rides through what I saw and also some of my take back and feedback of living with one vehicle in Fort Collins. What's up, everybody? My name is Patrick Soukup with Soukup Real Estate here in Fort Collins, and let's live in Fort Collins with one vehicle. Here we go. Alrighty, so as I said, I took notes. I journaled every morning because I really wanted to take in what it was like riding to work every day. So you're gonna see a map of the trail that I took in each day to work, back and forward. So when I went into work, I took the Power Trail into Spring Creek and then up along the Mason Trail into work downtown. It was about 7.5 miles depending on the route that I took, but it took me around 35 minutes to get into work. Now, I was cruising, and on one of the days, I actually came back, and I actually had to be somewhere relatively quickly, so I was booking it. And it took me 23 minutes to get home, roughly about 23 minutes, and I was going about 17.5 miles per hour. So I was cruising. And on the way back from downtown to my south side of town, I took the Mason Trail, which is really just a straight shot, simple, easy, minimal vehicle, minimal traffic. Some of the things that I took into consideration was I had to be much more intentional about what I was bringing to work. I stopped by Fort Collins Club every morning and got a workout, and I had a bag for work that had all of my journals, notebooks, checkbooks, things of that nature so that I could operate my business day to day. So I was carrying 2 bags every day, which was really burdensome. Now I was riding in really the middle of summer. So mornings were beautiful. Sunrises were fantastic. I was out there 50 degrees plus, no issues, could ride really with t-shirts on and have no issues at all. Which leads me into considering, would this be practical during snowy, icy, colder times? And if I had to go into work, as my wife maybe had to go into work as well, would this work? Maybe. It would just be a very long day of riding your bike. Probably thicker wheel tires would be very important, and probably a little bit more dangerous as well. Now, one of the things that riding your bike allows for is this, again, lifestyle design, healthy living, lower gas emissions, feeling good. And I think that's really, if you're going to be riding your bike specifically on the south side of town, I think that's going to be what's going to be ultimately the driving factor. I don't necessarily think it's practical to ride your bike to work every day, but it is possible from the south side. If you want to ride your bike to work or through the town every day and have that bike ability, living in Midtown or downtown, I think of is a very important decision when you're looking at buying here in northern Colorado. But there were some aspects that I really enjoyed. There was some reflecting while I was riding, enjoying the sunsets, no traffic. again, I didn't have to fill up my gas tank. I don't necessarily know if it is an economical decision of riding or only having one vehicle per family, but you could take into consideration the savings of insurance and gas, and if you have a car payment. So yeah, you could maybe be saving anywhere between $800 to $1,600 per month, depending on the vehicle and the amount of gas that it takes. So yeah, there are some economical benefits of riding. On the flip side though, your time allocation will be extended. You will be commuting extra time every day, and you will have to allocate time for showering additionally, the preparation the night before, and then again, just time on the seat of the bike riding in and to work.
When I wake up in the morning, I got nothing on my mind. Girl, I always wake up early when you're here by my side.
This week also, we were taking our kids to swim practice. So I had to make sure that I was home on time in a reasonable hour so that my wife, when she got home with the vehicle, we could pop in that car and ride to and get to swim lessons. So we had to coordinate our schedules a little bit better, and I had to make sure that I was home on time, which also made me focus more on the weather, because here in Fort Collins, we do have some afternoon thunderstorms, we do have hail sometimes, but some afternoon thunderstorms and rainstorms. So I wanted to make sure that I was home and dry and ready for that prior to 5 o'clock so that we could get our kids to swim lessons. And on one of the days that I was riding into work, I forgot my belt. And the thing with riding your bike into work, you can't really just easily run home and pick up whatever or make a quick errand somewhere else. You have to be really intentional and focused on everything that you have for that day, because, well, for me, when I forgot the belt, I was not about to go 30 minutes back home to grab a belt and 30 minutes to back into work. It was either I was going to go back home and stick it out for the rest of the day or not go back home at all, which I ended up just not going back home and having to pull up my pants most of the day. Another thing that I quickly had to order was some bike gear. I was riding early morning, so I got some clear glasses and a bigger back pocket for my bike, because the extra weight in my backpack really was just not fun to carry around. And then I had to haul around a big bike lock as well. So having the proper gear is very important. And again, the clothes that I wore, it was really hot last week. So I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt into work. I am a real estate agent, licensed real estate agent. I do like to be presentable, have a good appearance, nothing crazy or anything like that. I don't wear suits, but it was something that I wasn't going to have scheduled appointments or meetings during those days because, well, I didn't have the right appearance and I didn't feel comfortable in. But that's what I felt like I had to wear riding a bike. Some additional benefits to riding your bike is you are going to burn a ton of calories. So what you can eat definitely increases. So I had a lot more goodies and things to eat and enjoy because, well, I was burning the calories. So that's for me to enjoy. So let's break it down for kind of a recap of the week. Burned a lot of calories, felt great. Sunsets were amazing. Some self-reflection while riding. Bike paths in Fort Collins are amazing. I really only had to hop on 2 busier roads and cross some busier streets through the bike paths, but really to get from my house on the southeast side of town to Old Town, I could be on bike paths pretty much the entire time, feeling safe, no issues, and very comfortable, so I don't have to feel uncomfortable on busy roads with trucks riding near me. Not really able to wear the clothes that I wanted to, which really kind of pushes me to, if you are going to do this as a lifestyle choice, only having one vehicle in Fort Collins, living in Midtown or downtown is an absolute must. Based off of the areas of public transportation, so if you want to ride just, a couple blocks to get to the max transit and then take that downtown, totally available. Or if you're downtown and only have to ride a few blocks into work and can ride back home, get changed. But a lot of this depends on, what do you do as a profession? What type of industry are you in? What type of industry is your partner in? And does having one vehicle in Fort Collins make sense? Again, a lot of that is a lifestyle design and what you desire to have the ability to do. Because I got a lot of friends that only have one vehicle. They both work from home and really only need one vehicle at a time. So there could be some significant monetary savings. But if you both work outside the house and have to commute, especially if you live on the southeast side of Fort Collins, I believe 2 cars are a must. And if you live in Midtown or downtown and either one of you or both of you works from home, having one car just makes it that much easier. And Fort Collins, with all their bike paths, allow you to live that type of lifestyle and get on the bike seat and enjoy those sunrises. Now, it's weather dependent here in Northern Colorado and Fort Collins, so having one vehicle is, I believe, an absolute must. 2 vehicles if you live on the south side of town and both commute. So hopefully this video has helped you kind of see what, from my personal experience with one vehicle in a house, was like for those 5 days. I'm very grateful that we have 2 cars, that we can afford it, and enjoy that we live on the southeast side of town. But yes, we do have 2 vehicles, and if we ever decide to go to one, Midtown or downtown is going to be the place that we move. So until next time, everybody, enjoy. Take care.